Hi, I just wanted to do a quick video on my Suzuki V-strom before I leave for my Alaska trip. I just wanted to go over what I've done to the bike so far, what I like that I've done, and yeah, basically just over the bike. In the next video I'll show the luggage and other things like that that I plan to bring for the Alaska trip. So we'll start in the front of the bike here, and I put in some LED headlights. They're actually specific for a motorcycle, and they're pretty cool. They use the new XPE70 bulb from Cree. They're pretty good, and these especially I like. They're way better, or cheaper at least, than the Denali ones everyone gets. And you'll see I have a theme of as cheap as I can go on this bike. And I also have high beam ones that are at a 10-degree angle. I have GV windscreen here, and it's pretty good. I also have those special mounts, the Madstad mounts I think they're called, and those are pretty cool. Yeah, those were worth it. I got the little thing here. I don't know if I would recommend this because it does, well, with a phone at least, because it does shake the phone when you're on a gravelly road, and that's not the best. These mounts are also the best mounts you can get. I made a little holder for my USB ports, and these are actually that company right there, 3VR Power Sports. They make a pretty good one. The one here is it's only the 1 amp charger, but it also doesn't have any power draw when the bike is off, so it can charge things while the bike is off as well. And then this one is one I have wired in to turn on when the bike turns on, and it's a 2.1 amp or something like that. Of course, you've got to have your Barkbuster hand grips. They're very important and work very well. Working all the way around, I have the crash bars, and you'll see on the crash bar here I made a little bit of a ghetto foot peg thing, and of course I did that for a lot cheaper than the ones you can buy on some of the other sites around. These are the SW Motec crash bars, and same thing with the skid plate. The SW Motec skid plate with the crash bar, or with skid plate, and center stand. Going up through here, and then for the luggage racks here, I have the Caribou luggage. I highly recommend them. They come with the Pelican cases, which I think Pelican cases is a perfect mix between a hard case and a soft case. Hard luggage, soft luggage, that whole debate, I think it's perfect in the mix in between the two. Fits nicely on there. And then I have what I don't necessarily recommend, which is the SW Motec. It's the holder for one of the GV cases. I love GV, all their stuff, but this holder just did not work very well. You can see I kind of tried to put in some O-rings. Some of the O-rings worked better than others, basically because when there wasn't a case on there, this thing would rattle like crazy, and well, that's just not very good, I don't think. So going around, we got the pivot pegs. I love pivot pegs, have it on every bike that I own, and yeah, they work great. I think they'll be good for the trip. I put a little cheapy throttle lock, and this is pretty cool because, like, if it's not quite tight enough, you can adjust it on the fly, and then just push it down. It locks your throttle in there, or loosen it up depending if it's not all the way snapping back. Cramp buster as well. We'll see if I haven't used it that much. We'll see if I like it. And I have the gel seat with the Suzuki V-strom stock gel seat, not the stock one, but the upgraded seat. It's all right. It's much heavier and a little bit higher than the stock one. So that's something I didn't know and figured out. I'd say it's maybe well, it's a little bit more comfortable. I wouldn't say it's worlds different or anything. And next year I'll take off the seat. So something I forgot to mention is I actually changed these bulbs in here out to some LED ones, which are incredibly brighter and only pull about a watt. Highly recommend them. They're if you're interested, I'll post a link of what they are. They're about 20 bucks a piece though, so not cheap. Also, the Add More light bar is a very cool addition, and I do recommend that. Under the seat here, I put a Shore-Eye battery in there, and I had some extra LEDs, so I strung it around and under through here, just so that if someone's on the side of the bike, there'll be some light. Always want to be seen as much as possible. And then one thing I highly recommend to anyone that has more than 2 or 3 electronics is this little guy, the Denali Power Hub. I'm sure they have other fuse boxes you could get if you wanted to go a little cheaper, but this guy really works well, and it's pretty simple to use and everything as well. And then just some stuff I have for the other chip. Oh, and the Speedo healer. You see that right there. It well, I like to have exact numbers on my speed, and the stock one is off by, I think it was 8.5%, or maybe 7.5%, something like that, right around there, and that bothers me a lot. So this little guy is about $100, but it was kind of needed because I like exact numbers. So yeah, put the seat back on here. The tires on here, they're Turances. Those will be changed out here pretty soon, about Washington area. I'll be able to change them out. They should last 3,000 miles without a problem. In the front, I just got some cheap Shinko 705s for now, because I only need them last for about 4,000 miles. So, yep. And last thing, I have the top lights on a separate circuit, because for some reason the high beams did not like to, well, you can't really see too well, but the high beams did not like to work with any extra lights, so I put the top lights there on a separate circuit, and those are a 10-degree angle. Those are all from superbrightleds.com, and that's a pretty awesome site. They make some brighter ones now. I think these are 900 lumens, 900 raw lumens, which means you're not actually getting that, but they're still pretty bright as is. So that's my Suzuki V-strom 650. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and subscribe for that next video and the many to come for the Alaska trip. I plan to make quite a production out of it. So give it a like, subscribe, see you guys soon.